then when I'm writing the hybridization, sum of S and P should be equal to the number of neighboring atoms. Sum of S and P should be equal to the number of neighboring atoms. So here I am having three neighboring atoms, so hybridization is sp2. So hybridization will be sp2. Is it okay? So both AlCl3 and this has a hybridization sp2. Now suppose you know that it is acting as a Lewis acid. It is acting as a Lewis acid. And I am having ammonia. Right? Ammonia has an extra pair of electron, lone pair of electron. It can donate its lone pair of electron to aluminum to form which type of bond?
Coordinate bond.
Coordinate bond. One atom is providing both the electrons to the other atoms. I am talking about coordinate bond. Coordinate bond. Now, when ammonia, what is the nature of ammonia? Is it a Lewis acid or a Lewis base?
Lewis base.
Lewis base.
It's base because it has a tendency to give its electron pair. And this substance is acting as an acid because it has a tendency to accept a pair of electrons. So it is acting as a Lewis base and this is acting as a Lewis acid. Now, when it is giving its donating electron pair, it will form a coordinate bond. Now, what will be the change in hybridization? Now, what will be the hybridization of aluminum?
sp3.
3D2.
Now, count the number of neighboring atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4. Count the number of neighboring atoms. With respect to aluminum, count करो बेटा फटाफट से. Now, one is nitrogen, this second chlorine, third chlorine, fourth chlorine. Right? At least say yes or no, beta.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So the number of neighboring atoms around aluminum now 4. If the number of neighboring atom is 4, so what will be the hybridization?
sp3.
Very good. Now, if this particular method, the hybridization is sp3, I can say the hybridization changes from sp2 to sp3. Hybridization changes from sp2 to sp3. What is the shape of sp2 hybridized molecule?
Trigonal planar.
One side.
Triangular plane.
Trigonal planar.
sp2 means trigonal planar. And when it changes from sp2 to sp3, what is the hybridization shape?
Tetrahedral.
Tetrahedral. Write it down. Here, please write it down as a trigonal planar. Next, when it combined with ammonia, it will form a tetrahedral shape. This is asked as a question. What will happen? Please write it down. What will happen when ammonia reacts with BF3? What will happen when ammonia reacts with BF3? Also mention the change in hybridization and shape. Change in hybridization and shape. I hope this concept is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Asha, think and tell me. If I'm only talking about this AlCl3, will it be stable? This AlCl3 molecule, which is having 6 electrons around the central atom aluminum, will it be stable?
No, ma'am.
No, because what is required in order to attain stability? What is required in order to attain stability?
complete its octet.
Complete its octet. Now, liquid. In order to attain stability, this aluminum chloride forms a dimer. Forms a dimer, and chlorine atom is present as a bridge. Chlorine atom is present as a bridge. Last time we have studied the shape of which molecule? Vapor state and solid state. Last time हमने किसका पढ़ा है बेटा? ब्रिज शेप किसके साथ एसोसिएट करी थी?
Beryllium.
Beryllium.
Beryllium chloride के साथ. There I am having beryllium as a bridge atom. Here I am having chlorine as a bridge atom. Please write properly.
Mom, because of the diagonal relationship.
Which one?
Mom, beryllium and no, magnesium and
Basically to attain stability. Basically to attain stability. Done? Written बेटा? एक और बात. When I take this aluminum chloride, when I react this aluminum chloride with water, it will undergo hydrolysis. What do you think of hydrolysis? It will undergo hydrolysis. What do you mean by hydrolysis?
Mom, splitting of water molecule.
Addition of water molecule. This CA is replaced by water molecule, and when I'm talking about adding water molecules, basically OH from water is getting added over there. And aluminium, because it has S and P orbital, right? And D also. So it can have maximum covalency of कितनी होगी maximum covalency?
From 10 electrons.
6 कहते हैं covalency around the central atom मतलब 6 की बात कर रहे हैं. If one aluminum has 1s2, 2s2, 2p6 again 3s2 3p1 structure, electronic configuration. So I'm drawing this. Okay. This one electron was over here. So now if I'm only talking about S and P, so maximum covalency 4, like as done by boron. Boron doesn't have the orbital, so it will show maximum covalency of 4. Covalency means ये जो extra orbital, both the electrons are given by the same atom and they can occupy this vacancy. ठीक है? When I'm having the orbital, when I'm having the orbital, these two also take part. जब भी हमने करा है तो मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम अब याद करो आपने बात करी है sp3d2 हाइब्रिडाइजेशन की where the oxidation state हम उसे +6 से रिलेट करते हैं octahedral geometry, right? तो यहाँ पर भी बेटा क्या होता है case of aluminum because it contains vacant d orbital 1 2 3 अब count करके देखो 1 2 3 4 5 6 maximum covalency can stretch up to 6. ठीक है, मैक्सिमम कोवेलेंसी कैन स्ट्रेच अप टू 6. तो यहाँ पे जो मॉलिक्यूल होगा तो क्या है the chart 3 plus please write it. Please write it down. ठीक है बेटा समझ में आ रही है बात? I hope this made it more clear about the concept of covalency.
Yes, ma'am.
दोनों को फर्क समझ में आ रहा है? Here I am talking about covalent bond where one unpaired electron and only those electrons which are unpaired. Those electrons which are unpaired, they will take part in the bond formation. So maximum bond it can form, it will be 3. But it contains 6 vacant orbitals. So the maximum covalency that exists with aluminum is 6, where oxygen is providing its lone pair to form a coordinate bond. यहाँ पे इसका value 6 है. But boron. Now let's talk about boron. These are covalent halides. But boron will have a maximum covalency. कितना होगा?
6, sir.
9.
4.
Complex like this, you will have a charge minus 1. Okay? Minus 1. Please write it down. Written.
Yes, ma'am.
आगे लिखो. Next one, chemical reaction. Under chemical reaction, please write. Chemical reaction, right? First one, reactivity with towards air. Please write reactivity towards air. And when I'm talking about reactivity, I'm talking about combustion. Combustion in air means I'm talking about presence of oxygen and nitrogen. Combustion, when we talk about presence of oxygen and nitrogen. Please write, boron is unreactive in crystalline form. Boron is unreactive in crystalline form. अब समझो बेटे. These elements they react with oxygen to form E2O3 type of oxide. For example, aluminum reacts with oxygen to form Al2O3 oxide.
Yes, ma'am.
Similarly, what is the nature? What will happen when you have coating of Al2O3? बताओ. When you have a coating of Al2O3, then what will happen?
It prevent further oxidation.
Correct. It will prevent further oxidation. And this coating of aluminum, ठीक है, जिसे हम alumina भी बोलेंगे, it's very very useful. Why? All of you know that aluminum is very reactive metal. Yes or no?
Ma'am.
But
Yes,
still we use aluminum to make a pressure cooker and in which we are doing cooking. Cooking means we are adding foods like tomato, citric acid, tartaric acid, plus heat is also provided. It's very reactive, so it should react with acid. But because of the presence of this layer, it doesn't allow this aluminum which is placed inside it to react with the food. It will act as a protective layer. It will act as a protective layer. Please write it down. And the element react with nitrogen to form nitrites. These elements react with nitrogen to form nitrite. Now the first element, boron, is it metallic or non-metallic?
Non-metallic.
What
Non-metallic.
is the nature of oxide?
Ma'am, acidic.
acid.
Acid. Boron will form acidic oxide. Listen. Boron will form acidic oxide towards the end. What is the nature? Metallic or non-metallic?
Metallic.
Metallic. So it will form which type of oxide?
Ma'am, basic.
Basic oxide. In between aluminum and helium,
Ma'am, amphoteric.
amphoteric oxide. What do you mean by amphoteric oxide?
Ma'am, they can
And
react.
they show both acidic and basic nature.
Correct. They react with both acid as well as basic. You have already studied that aluminum when react with HCl, it will form AlCl3 plus H2 gas is released. पढ़ा है ना
Yes,
बेटा?
ma'am.
Along with this, you have also stated that this aluminum also react with NaOH to form NaAl type of complex. Again, H2 is released. हाँ जी, पढ़ा है नहीं पढ़ा है?
Yes,
Sodium
ma'am.
element rather than will show the basic nature. हाँ जी, yes or no? Should I write it down? ये पढ़ा है आप लोगों ने? And you must have studied. नजर आ रहा है towards end also. And this reaction with NaOH. That is how you are going to integrate. अब यहाँ पे आप लोगों ने पहले पढ़ा ही sodium aluminate formation, but now you will be writing the bracket. This time you have 4 hydrolysis one. What is happening here? We are carrying out the hydrolysis. NaAlOH4. और साथ में ये release होगा H2. अच्छा, अब मुझे सोच के बताना. What will happen when aluminum react with HLO? Will hydrogen gas be released or not? What will happen when aluminum react with HNO3? क्या होगा बेटा? What will happen when aluminum reacts with HNO3? Instead of HCl, we can HNO. What will happen when aluminum reacts with HNO3? Will it be releasing H2?
No, ma'am.
No,
Why?
ma'am.
Why
Ma'am,
no?
because it is a strong
Because
oxidizing agent.
HNO3 is an
Correct.
oxidizing agent.
Strong oxidizing agent, so it will oxidize H2, reduce to water. Along with this, it's an oxidizing agent, so it will oxidize aluminum to which thing? Nitric acid is a strong oxidizing agent, correct? What is the role
Yes,
of
ma'am.
oxidizing agent?
Ma'am, it oxidizes the other reagent and reduces
Very
itself.
layman language, addition of oxygen is oxidation. In a very layman language,
Yes, ma'am.
addition of oxygen to the particular substance is oxidation. This particular substance, nitric acid, helps in providing oxygen, addition of oxygen. Now, when oxygen is provided, this oxygen reacts with aluminum to form
Aluminium oxide.
aluminum oxide. बेटा याद रखना, this question come in board paper as well. It will come in the over the same NEET exam as well. लिख लो. When this aluminum reacts with nitric acid, aluminum gets converted into Al2O3. It's a layer of alumina which act as protective layer. Which act as protective layer. Act as protective layer. कई बार questions में पूछा जाता है, is this a layer of nitrate? Please remember, it's always a layer of oxide. Always is a layer of oxide. Next, liquid. Reaction of element with halogen. Reaction of element with halogen. So these elements react with halogen to form EX3 type of molecule. EX3 type of molecule. What will be the nature? Covalent or ionic? Covalent or ionic?
Covalent.
Covalent. Okay. And except this, all other molecule exist. Please listen to it. Except this, all other molecule exist in trihalides.
Ma'am, can you please repeat the statement?
These elements react with halogen to form trihalides. All trihalide exist with all the elements except thallium iodide. Thallium iodide doesn't exist. Thallium iodide doesn't exist. When we talk about existence of a molecule, I will talk about three enthalpies. First one, I will talk about ionization enthalpy. Second, I will talk about electron gain enthalpy. And the third one is lattice enthalpy. If I add all these, the energy should be released in order to attain stability. But in case of thallium iodide, this energy is not released. Rather, you have to supply energy in order to form this molecule, showing that the thallium iodide is not stable in nature. Showing that the thallium iodide is not stable in nature. Right, next very important question. When I take a bottle of AlCl3 and open it, okay? When I take it in a bottle, right, after some time, I see white fumes. यहाँ पे जो white fumes नजर आए इस तरीके से. Why? What will happen when I open the bottle of AlCl3, bottle containing aluminum chloride, and white fumes start appearing? Any guesses? थोड़ा सा सोचो. When I open the bottle of AlCl3, यहाँ पे इसको open कर दिया. And bottle parent CL3, I have opened the lid. Now this AlCl3 is exposed to air. अब सोचो क्या होगा? Why you are getting white fumes? Guess करो बेटा कुछ भी. हाँ जी. क्या हो सकता है? Let's think about it. Air में क्या क्या present है?
Ma'am, oxygen.
Oxygen.
What else?
It is not complete, so it will
Nitrogen.
react with oxygen or nitrogen.
Oxygen and nitrogen. What else?
HCl.
Ma'am, water vapor.
Water vapor. Chalo, let's talk about we said oxygen, nitrogen, and water. If this AlCl3 reacts with any one of this, then it may give something which is forming white fumes. Let's start. What will happen with this AlCl3 reacts with oxygen? So I'm carrying out the oxidation. कुछ भी इस तरीके से नहीं होता. ठीक है? I'm not burning. I'm not providing external energy. जब मैंने external energy provide ही नहीं करी तो I'm talking about the formation of oxide or nitride. हो सकता है with passage of time a layer of oxide may form. ठीक है? But initially तो कुछ नहीं होता. But when you have a water vapor, this AlCl3, when it comes in contact with water, now what will happen? This AlCl3 when it comes in contact with water, what will happen? This is an example of which thing?
Hydrolysis.
Hydrolysis.
Hydrolysis. So this OH present in water will be able to replace Cl. So I am having AlOH4 type of molecule or AlOH3, whatever you want. You can write. Along with this HCl gas is produced. Along with this HCl gas is
Yes, ma'am.
produced. And this HCl gas is present in a white dense tube. White dense tube. एक बात याद रखना बेटा, you will be doing the testing of chlorides. Have you done the testing of chloride in the lab? Salt analysis में बेटा हमने करा या नहीं करा है?
No, ma'am.
Sure. Next time when you will be coming to the lab, we'll be doing for the concentrated sulfuric acid. We'll be taking salt, we'll be adding concentrated sulfuric acid to it, and you'll be able to get the white fumes with the pungent smell. That white fume with the pungent smell means I'm talking about production of HCl. Please write down. देखो, this AlCl3 partially hydrolyzed with water to form HCl. To form HCl gas, and this moist HCl, why we are saying moist HCl? Why I am not using the word dry HCl?
Because there is H2O.
Right, because there is water present in the atmosphere. So this moist HCl will have white color. Will have white color. Done? Next. Again, write the heading. Anomalous behavior of boron. हाँ जी बताते जाओ फटाफट से. Whenever we talk about anomalous behavior, things which are responsible. First one,
Ma'am, small size.
लिखो भाई, small size. Second, small size. Second, with small size. Next चीज कौन सी को relate करते हैं?
Ma'am, high ionization enthalpy.
Very good. Write it down. High ionization enthalpy. When ionization enthalpy is very high, next thing, small size. What about electronegativity?
High electronegativity.
Electronegativity will be high or less, low?
I'm high.
High electronegativity and high ionization enthalpy. It means what will be the nature? Covalent or ionic?
Covalent.
Covalent.
Covalent nature, good. Electron gain enthalpy will be less negative or more negative?
Ma'am, can you please repeat?
Electron gain enthalpy. Less negative, more negative?
Less negative.
इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी मोर नेगेटिव में लेकर चलेंगे बेटा. ठीक है, जितना छोटा साइज है जनरल टर्म यूज करो. मोर नेगेटिव इलेक्ट्रॉन गेन एंथैल्पी, ठीक है, उतना ज्यादा स्टेबल होगा मॉलिक्यूल. इट हैज अ मोर टेंडेंसी टू एक्सेप्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन और टू अट्रैक्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन. ओके, नेक्स्ट, what will be the covalency? Maximum covalency will be maximum covalency shown by
4.
4. What is the reason?
Absence of d orbital.
Absence of d orbital. Aluminum and all can show the maximum covalency till 6. What is the reason?
Vacant d orbital.
Vacant d orbital. Complete. ठीक है. अब think ahead if I ask a question. Boron does not form this type of a molecule, BF6 3-. What will be the reason? अब कैसे लिखेंगे? How you are going to write the reason? Why boron does not form a BF6 3- type of molecule?
Due to the vacant d orbital, boron is unable to expand its uptake.
Due to the absence of vacant d orbital. ठीक है? It cannot extend its covalency beyond 4. It cannot exist its covalency beyond 4. Is it okay? ठीक है बेटा?
Yes, ma'am.
चल. After this, in your book, they have given the compounds of boron that is deleted. The whole syllabus is deleted, but जनरल ट्रेंड में एक बात याद रखना बेटा, जो बोरोन है ना, स्पेशली व्हेन आई टॉक अबाउट बोरिक एसिड, आप लोगों ने कैरम बोर्ड खेलते हो? डू यू प्ले कैरम?
Yes, ma'am.
There you spread one powder, that is boric acid. Powder that you spread is boric acid, and this powder has good medicinal value. कई बार आइस की जो ड्रॉप्स डाली जाती है, they contain boric acid. तो इसका मेडिसिनल यूज है, मेडिसिनल सूप वगैरह में बोरिक एसिड यूज होता है. एंड समटाइम दिस बोरॉन, बिकॉज ऑफ द एक्सेप्शनली स्ट्रॉन्ग मेटल or non-metal rather, this boron is used to make bulletproof vest, jackets, and even in bulletproof glasses we are using boron. Okay,
शायद बोरोप्लस में भी होता है.
क्या चीज?
हम बोरोप्लस में भी शायद बोरिक एसिड होता है.
हाँ, और बोरॉन न्यूक्लियर रिएक्टर में भी यूज होता है to absorb neutrons. रेस्ट ऑल जितने कंपाउंड्स है दे आर डिलीटेड, आपके सिलेबस में डिलीटेड है. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट राइट ग्रुप 14 elements. I hope this much is clear to everyone. I hope this much is clear to everyone. कोई डाउट है बेटा किसी को? Any child having any doubt? किसी को कोई डाउट नहीं है? Okay, चलो. Now let's proceed to group 14. I hope the names and the symbols are. आप लोगों को ये क्लियर है? Are you able to see clearly?
Yes, ma'am.
Is more clear? अब ज्यादा क्लियर है कि पहले ज्यादा क्लियर था?
मैम पहले ज्यादा क्लियर था मैम, अभी लाइट आ रही है ऊपर.
Now we are going to talk about one very interesting group. 95% to 98% of the time we are dependent upon this. For example, carbon. All of you know it's a very versatile element. Large number of compounds or the things that we see around is made up of carbon. Let's start. Simple thing. Book or the register in which you are writing is made up of paper. Is made up of
Paper.
कार्बन.
paper is made up of same.
Cellulose.
Cellulose, and cellulose is a carbon compound.
Yes, ma'am.
Or when we are eating food, okay, they also contain carbon. Shirt or dresses that you are wearing, if it is natural, like cotton hai, jute hai, wool hai, it contains carbon क्योंकि keratin वगैरह जो hairs होते हैं, they are all carbon, right? And if
Yes,
I'm going for the artificial thing, that is chemical, like nylon, which is not obtained in nature, we are making it in the labs or in the factories. Nylon हुआ, polyester हुआ, polyamide हुआ, they all contain chains of carbon. Polymers. Polymers means again many small monomers repeated unit, and most of them contain carbon. Bottle, glass, this plastic which I am using, everything contains carbon. मुझे सोचना पड़ेगा which thing is around me which doesn't contain carbon, because if I'm talking about the ceiling fan and if it contains stainless steel, stainless steel means it's a combination of stainless steel.
And other metals.
Stainless steel is basically an alloy. Alloy means two things, two metals, metal and non-metal are mixed together uniformly. And most of the time, this stainless steel when I'm using has a component iron. Iron plus carbon will give you stainless steel along with some a few other metals in a very small quantity. Have you ever observed कि आप लोगों के जो stainless steel अगर proper या good quality के ना हो तो they show the rusting. या कभी आपने देखा है जो आपके जो ये नेट डोर्स लगाए जाते हैं या विंडोज में जो नेट लगाए जाते हैं इट इज मेड अप ऑफ स्टील एंड इट्स ऑफ नॉट ऑफ अ गुड क्वालिटी इट गेट रस्टेड कभी ऑब्जर्व करा बेटा आप लोगों ने हाँ जी ऑब्जर्व करा बेटा कभी हम लोग क्या करते हैं मेन डोर के साथ वाला जो डोर होता है सेकंड डोर जिसमें नेट लगाते हैं दैट इज कंटेन स्टील हैव यू एवर ऑब्जर्व्ड
Yes, ma'am.
है ना उसमें छोटे 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 डॉट्स आने लगता है रस्टिंग क्यों बिकॉज दैट पर्टिकुलर कंपनी अगर अच्छा स्टेनलेस स्टील एलॉय मींस होमोजेनियस मिक्सचर अगर होमोजेनियस मिक्सचर प्रॉपर होमोजेनियस नहीं होगा देन इट मे हैव फ्यू आयरन एसिड्स और आयरन है तो किस चीज की चांसेस ज्यादा है करोजन के ओके सो देयर आल्सो स्टील stationery जितने हम बात करते हैं cutlery it contains carbon when I talk about ceramic plates and all again it contains this is few things जहाँ पे हम चलो now you guys going to name 5 things which doesn't contain carbon बताओ जी any 5 things that is near your surrounding that you can think of it doesn't contain carbon बोलो जी 5 things which are near your surrounding which doesn't contain carbon. Any check? एक एक तो बोलना शुरू करो.
Ma'am, salt.
Good. Salt doesn't contain carbon. Very nice. What else? हाँ जी बोलो एक तो बच्चे ने दिया सॉल्ट बहुत अच्छा एग्जांपल दिया सेकंड
मैम प्लास्टिक मटेरियल
क्या चीज बोला आपने
मैम प्लास्टिक मटेरियल मे बी
प्लास्टिक कंटेन कार्बन सारा पॉलीमर्स वाटर rightly told correct answer
pulses ma'am pulses
contains proteins and proteins means compound of carbon hydrogen and nitrogen
yes ma'am
Iodine.
Ma'am, silver.
silver is a metal it's not a compound when I'm talking about silver or gold I'm talking about a jewelry right but it's not a compound but even if you want to take we can accept this answer चलो element में ले अगर element करोगे then it's a problem compound बताओ आप
Ma'am, iodine.
iodine okay और बताओ
Hydrochloric acid.
अब यहाँ पे specific है we are not using HCl in our day-to-day life we are using water we are using NaCl iodine silver platinum this in a similar way because there we are talking about
fruit juice
the juice
ma'am fruit juice
Ma'am, juice has sugar, so it is carbon.
right juices contain sugar so it means carbon
Ma'am, pure water.
or
ma'am curd
perennial
ma'am curd
curd lactic acid means which formula
nice no
OH
what I
Ma'am,
want to
pure-
say here it becomes difficult for us to write 5 things that we use in our daily life which doesn't contain carbon. Right? Carbon is so having large number of compounds. It's present almost everywhere. और जहाँ कार्बन को हम छोड़ते हैं, then let's talk about the next sentence: silicon and germanium. Now you can tell me some unique property about the silicon and germanium.
And they both are metalloids.
Ma'am, they are metalloids.
metalloid
Metalloid. Other than that, both of them are not absolutely correct. और क्या? और उसके नेचर के बारे में कुछ यूजेस के बारे में बताओगे?
मैम सिलिकॉन सैंड में होती है.
सैंड में होती है, करेक्ट. और क्या? व्हाट एल्स वी कैन टॉक अबाउट? जो ग्रीन बोर्ड है कंप्यूटर में, सीपीयू वगैरह में, दैट इज मेड अप ऑफ सिलिका.
यस मैम.
तो उसके लिए पर्टिकुलर वर्ड यूज किया जाता है. व्हाट इज दैट वर्ड? कौन से डिवाइसेस होते हैं? Is it electrical devices, electronic devices? What is the word used?
मैम चिप्स.
चिप्स. चिप्स के लिए क्या बोले थे? इसके लिए अदर दूसरा क्या बोलेंगे? Silica and germanium they are used in electronic devices. ठीक है, जो ग्रीन कलर के मदरबोर्ड आपको नजर आते हैं, ठीक है, सर्किट्स नजर आते हैं.
Ma'am, silicon can be used in solar panels also.
सोलर पैनल्स में सिलिकॉन और जर्मेनियम है.
मैम सिलिकॉन.
सिलिकॉन, ठीक है. अब जो बातें हैं समझना है. Both silicon and germanium basically used in the transition of signals and all. This silicon, यहाँ पे हम बात करते हैं मेरे CPU की या लैपटॉप की, या we talk about computer system की, और we talk about electrical signals की transmission की, we talk about silicon, right? Silicon, as rightly told by one of the students, is present in sand. Sand, we call it as SiO2, silicon dioxide. सोच के देखो बेटा, कितना जबरदस्त यूज किया है. From that sand, we are extracting silicon, and then we are making one of the most commercially useful and successful equipment. Right? आज हमारी लाइफस्टाइल डिपेंड्स अपॉन द सिलिकॉन. Right? Directly and indirectly, when we talk about telecommunication, we talk about computer system, we talk about artificial intelligence, and all, we talk about silicon. But इसका इतना importance है. A place is known as Silicon Valley. कौन सी जगह को कहते हैं?
कैलिफोर्निया.
California is known as Silicon Valley. Why it is known as Silicon Valley?
मैम बिकॉज इट इज अ IT hub.
IT hub. IT means I'm talking about all sort of signals, telecommunication processes and all. I'm talking about this. Other things this group 15, which is made up of these two elements, has changed the way we are doing the work. One of the most important group we have to study. Okay. Now let's start with the simple one. Carbon. What is the name of that? How many isotopes of carbon? Carbon exists in
Ma'am, C12, C13, C14.
C12, C13, and C14. Out of C13 and C14, which one is radioactive?
C12.
C. C14 is radioactive. When I'm saying it is radioactive, it means that particular substance is emitting radiation.
Yes, ma'am.
And when a substance emits radiation, what happens to the weight of that particular substance? Radiation is associated with energy.
Yes ma'am.
अरे एनर्जी रेडिएशन से रिलेटेड, इस एनर्जी को हम mc स्क्वायर से तो रिलेट करते हैं. When a particular substance is emitting radiation, it is losing its energy. Loss in energy ultimately means loss in mass.
Yes, ma'am.
And loss in mass, so it means this carbon 14 is associated with half-life. Look at it. This carbon 14, which is radioactive, is associated with the half-life. Half-life means time period in which the substances, the radioactive substances, reduces to half of its quantity in mass. Okay, reduced to half of its quantity in mass. So if I take 1 kg of this substance, it will reduce to half kg. So this is one half life of carbon 14. It is associated with 577 years. Half life of carbon 14 is 5778 years. 5778 years. Have you heard the word carbon dating?
Yes, ma'am.
What is that?
मैम
क्या
वो
करता है carbon dating?
वो आर्कियोलॉजी में यूज होते हैं कि किसी भी चीज की कि वो कब चीज बनी थी, किस चीज के लिए.
Carbon dating is used to find the age of a particular substance, right? Yeah, to find the age of fossils and all. Okay. How do we use this technique? Can anyone relate it to the carbon 14? We use carbon 14 which is radioactive. कैसे स्टडी करते हैं बता?
मैम अगर उसमें थोड़ा सा भी अगर कार्बन 14 होगा तो मैम उसमें चेक करते हैं कि कितना उसमें रिड्यूस हुआ है और उस हिसाब से पता लग जाता होगा कि उसमें कितना ईयर्स ने.
For example, if in today's environment, ठीक है? If in today's environment, अगर मेरे पास है कार्बन 14 100 पिकोमीटर, picogram. ठीक है? Suppose I am having 100 picogram, ठीक है? Of this particular carbon 14 in my sample. Air में मेरे पास 100 है, ठीक है? 100 atoms है. या और सिंपल नाम वगैरह कुछ. Suppose in today's atmosphere I am having 100 atoms of carbon 14. It means 5778 years before. कितने atoms होंगे? Exactly double.
Yes, ma'am.
So what we do, we take a sample and we find the percentage or the number of atoms of carbon 14 and we relate it to today's atmosphere. Suppose मेरे sample में 150 atoms है. It means approximately what is the age of the fossil? $200 से 100 होने में 5778 years गए. और मेरे पास suppose आ रहे हैं 50, 150, फिर कितना हो जाएगा? This
Roughly
divided by 2.
10 to 15,000.
Are you getting my point? Approximately 3,000 के करीब आ जाएगी वैल्यू. 2,800 something or around 2,900 something.
Yes, ma'am.
This is how we calculate the age of the fossil. We compare the carbon 14 in today's environment and the carbon 14 atom present in the sample. Agar suppose my carbon 14 atom in the sample is 200. So what is the age of the fossil? कितना पुराना होगा? If my sample fossil contains say 400 atoms of carbon 14 and in today's atmosphere environment it contains only 100. So कितना पुराना? What is the age of the fossil?
23,000.
5778 into 2 because 400 will reduce to
11,000 years.
in first half life. नहीं बेटा 5778 into 2 कितनी होगी half life? 400 से 200 between first half life and from 200 to this in the second half life. Are you getting the coincidence?
Yes, ma'am. मैम अगर मैम किसी भी चीज में कार्बन और कार्बन में मैम C14 है तो मैम वो चीज का रेडियो एक्टिव नहीं बन जाती?
Because percentage of carbon 14 is very less. Though it's there, but कितना है? Say 0.0001% chance है कि इस substance में carbon 14 होगा. Is it okay? अगर yes, my substance contain carbon 14, then it become radioactive. जैसे हमने बात करी थी that we'll be using radioactive sugar, where I replace this carbon 12 with carbon 14. I'm doing it purposefully. I'll be extracting that particular quantity of carbon 14 and then replacing it from that carbon 12. ठीक है बेटा? This abundance percentage abundance is very less. चलो. Now let's talk about from properties. What is the nature of this carbon? Is it metal or non-metal?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Ma'am, there is maths. Ma'am, maths class is started.
Child, I don't think your math class will start today.
Ma'am, 12:50.
नहीं होगी बेटा मैथ्स क्लास आपकी.
मैम सर ने कहा था 25 मिनट्स की शॉर्ट क्लास पर है.
क्या कह रहे हो आप?
मैम 25 मिनट्स की है, छोटी है क्लास पर है.
Just inform sir it is given 5th minute is given to me as a substitution. Because I won't be waiting, I'll extend. मैं उसका आगे बढ़ जाऊंगी. Inform sir. It's given as a substitution period. Is anyone informing Lalit sir?
Yes ma'am.
Just inform it. It's already given to me as a substitution period. चलो, next. Adi. What is the nature of this carbon? Metal or non-metal?
Non-metal.
Non. Silicon and germanium.
Metalloid.
Metalloids.
Tin and lead.
Metals.
Metals.
Electronic configuration is NS2 NP2. Please write. General electronic configuration is NS2 NP2. Next. From carbon to silicon. Next heading, right? Atomic size. Next, right? Atomic size. Atomic size. What will happen to the size as you move down the group?
Increases.
Increases.
Carbon to silicon, you can see pretty good increase in size. But as you move from silicon to lead, this increase in size is not. This increase in size is less. This increase in size is less. Why here this increase in size is less? Why here this increase in size is less? Silicon onward, कौन सा orbital fill करने हैं? You are filling which orbitals?
D.
D. When we fill D orbital, what will happen? When we fill D orbital, what will happen?
Size increase.
This D orbital electrons present in D orbital have a poor shielding. If this is my nucleus and this is D orbital, now because of the poor shielding, gap आ रहा है, shield होगा तो ऐसे completely हो सकता है. You are not able to see because of the poor shielding. Now you are able to see the electron which is present over here. अगर मेरे पास यहाँ पे electron, ठीक है, the electron which is present over here, it's now more attracted. That electron is more attracted towards the nucleus because of the poor shielding, and it is more attracted to the nucleus. What will happen to the size?
Decrease.
Decrease.
size decreases. So as we move down the road because of the addition of the new shells, the size should increase drastically. But we see here size increases, but that increase is not that much drastic. Reason being because of electrons are filled in d orbital and this d orbital will show poor shielding effect and due to which the size decreases. Okay. Now right, next one, ionization enthalpy. Right, next one, ionization enthalpy. How does ionization enthalpy vary with size? What will happen to the ionization enthalpy when we move down the group?
It should decrease.
Decreases.
Decreases. Please write it down. Ionization enthalpy decreases as we move down the group. Next, look at IC में. But from this ionization enthalpy decreases from silicon to germanium to tin. Here the decrease. Here we are talking about decrease. But here we can see this slight increase in ionization enthalpy. देखो बेटा. But as we move from tin to lead, this ionization enthalpy increases. And what should be the reason why ionization enthalpy increases? क्या reason होगा because of
size increase.
हाँ और because of poor shielding. और you will be writing the poor shielding effect. Poor shielding effect. Poor shielding effect. Next, right, electronegativity. If I am comparing it with group 30, I am comparing it with group 40. Which one will have a smaller size? Group 13 and group 14, which one will have a smaller size?
Ma'am,
Group
group
40.
14.
Group 14. So it will have more electronegativity. Group 13 or group 14 elements.
Group 14. 14.
14 elements are more electronegative as compared to group 13. And next slide. Electronegativity from silicon to lead. Electronegativity value from silicon to lead is almost same. Why? Why the electronegativity value is almost same? From silicon to lead, the electronegativity value is almost same. Why? Electronegativity value depend upon which factor?
Size.
Size. Because the size is comparable. Towards saying we are talking about whole shielding effect. Due to the size of silicon to lead is comparable and when the size is comparable, it means electronegativity is comparable. Please write. Electronegativity is comparable.
Your voice is
Betu, can you please repeat?
your voice is breaking up.
Voice is breaking. I know this is a problem with the online classes sometimes due to the network issue and so it may break. But I am not using because you have told me not to use Bluetooth. I am not using Bluetooth. But then the echo comes much more often. Hanji, clear है? Better check your network. Now, if I am talking about group 13 and group 14, which one do you think will have high melting or boiling point? Group 13 and group 14, which one will have high melting point?
Ma'am, group 14.
Ma'am, 14.
Good. Group 14. Why is it so?
Ma'am, because of more atomic mass.
नहीं बेटा, जब हम बात कर रहे हैं ना मेल्टिंग पॉइंट की, यहाँ पे हम रिलेट करते हैं because the size is small or due to the small size, large number of atoms are placed in a small area in a given volume. Large number of atoms are present in a given volume. But the large number of atoms are placed, they experience which force? More electrostatic force of attraction is more. So when I talk about melting and boiling point, what I am doing? I am taking out a particular atom away from this electrostatic force. In this particular case, when I am trying to take away a particular atom from its electrostatic force, what will happen to the melting and boiling point? It will increase. So please write, as we move from group 13 to 14, melting point increases. Melting point increases. Write the reason. Due to smaller size, large number of atoms. Due to smaller size, large number of atoms can be accommodated in a given volume. Large number of atoms can be accommodated in a given volume. So now, large number of atoms means more electrostatic force of attraction held between atoms. More electrostatic force of attraction held between atoms. More electrostatic force of attraction held between atoms, and due to more electrostatic attraction, more energy is required to overcome the forces of attraction. More energy is required to overcome forces of attraction. More energy means, so what will happen to the melting point? Increases. Next heading, right? Chemical properties. Under chemical properties, first write oxidation state. All of you know that carbon has oxidation number 6. Carbon has atomic number 6. If I am using 6, I am writing this as its electronic configuration. And if I am drawing it, can you see it contains only 2 unpaired electrons? If it is having 2 unpaired electrons, so the number of bonds formed with carbon should be 2 only. But all of you know it very well. Most of the time, carbon exists over tetravalency.
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
We have a molecule where carbon shows this oxidation state when we talk about C2. In C2 molecule, carbon exhibits only two unpaired electrons where only 2 bonds are formed with a given carbon atom. But most of the time, what happens? This electron which is present in this s orbital absorb energy and move to the next one, resulting in 4 unpaired electrons. Resulting in 4 unpaired electrons, and these 4 unpaired electrons will give rise to 4 bonds. Now 4 bonds are related with the oxidation number. What will be the oxidation number of carbon?
4.
4. Most of the time, this carbon as well as other elements will exhibit oxidation number +4. Please write it. Most stable oxidation number is +4 for the upper elements. But as we move down the group, which oxidation state is more prominent? As we move down the group, which oxidation state is more prominent? +4. It changes to +2. Why? Group oxidation state -2 is more stable. Group oxidation state -2 is more stable. Why?
Due to inner pair effect.
Very good. Due to inner pair effect. What happens when we get compound of lead with chlorine? Compound of lead with chlorine. मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम तो लेड के साथ +2 ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट पढ़ते हैं PbCl2 PbO. Is it okay? Lead के साथ most of the time we are talking about +2 oxidation state. And +2 oxidation state, stability of +2 oxidation state increases as you move down the group. Done. Equaline. These molecules combine with other elements to form this type of ion. This type of ion where the hybridization is this type of ion where the hybridization is sp3d2 sp3d2. अब यहाँ पे देखो कितनी कोवेलेंसी आ रही है कितनी कोवेलेंसी आ रही है 6 and this is possible because these elements have vacant d orbital. This type of formation of these type of ions are possible because this type of formation of ions are possible because of availability of किसका availability
Vacant d orbital.
vacant d orbital. Vacant d orbital. Is written down. Next, right? These elements